Boys are awesome. They are a never-ending array of sound effects, jokes, and giggles, action-packed games, inventiveness, and more cuddles and affection than most people expect. They don't have any limits to what they believe they can achieve. And while this can be daunting, it is also admirable, and what we all hope little girls will also experience in years to come. In between the chaos of living fast and furiously by the seat of their underpants, you can find yourself being more like a cop and a caretaker than a parent. After the 100th time you have asked them to slow down or stop jumping on the couch, you might feel like you're losing your connection as a loving parent. Luckily, we can assure you that that connection is never lost. And in a few minutes, you can show you really care using one of these 15 ways to connect with your son. Number 1. Smiley face. No matter how old we get, finding a smiley face in our meal is always fun. Kids adore it. Perhaps because it's a little about knowing an adult was playing with their food. But it's also like a happy little smile that their parent left behind for them to find. And it leaves them feeling special and loved. It's easier than you think. 2 banana slices for eyes, a raisin nose, and honey for a smile, and you have a smiley porridge. Or 2 slices of cucumber for eyes, a tomato nose, and a sausage for a smile. Turn a frown upside down, and let your son know you have a lighter side with a little smile. Number 2. Get busy moving. Boys, and kids in general, interact more physically than verbally. Connect with your child by getting physical exercise together. Walk the dog or take a jog together. Bomb drop into the pool or jump over the waves at the beach. Nothing beats a bit of backyard mining, and all it takes is a shovel, and you'll uncover some treasures for sure. And the best part about it? It's not only great for your kid, it does wonders for you too. Number 3. Roughhouse. If you have boys, you probably hear the phrase, John Cena, preceded by a thud, often. Boys can't help picking up the latest wrestling phrases from someone or other in their class. And even if you are completely opposed to violence, roughhousing doesn't need to turn into mortal combat. A tickle fest or balancing on a low beam and playing with pool noodles are just as much fun as hand-to-hand combat. Or just roll around on the grass together, or arm wrestle. Lie on your back and lift your child up on your feet like they're flying. Of course, all within safe limits of your own and child's strength. But allow your child to test their strength and yours. Research has shown that roughhousing helps children release their fears and feel connected to their parents. Number 4. Play games. Kids thrive with a little healthy rivalry and the chance to turn the tables by winning something. Let's not lie, the bragging rights do us all a lot of good. Right now, video games are having another big moment, and while the graphics might have been upgraded, the principles are still the same as when you were a kid. So why not challenge your son to a Mario Kart race or build a city together in Minecraft? Or just spend a few minutes watching him play and show some genuine interest. Games don't have to be digital. Teach your kid to play general knowledge. Kids are never too old or too young to play word-guessing games. Write down a bunch of words they know on a piece of paper. Throw them into a paper bag and you can draw them out, and either act them out or describe them, and you have endless rounds of charades or the start of the board game 30 seconds. Don't feel obliged to let your kids win. Teach them how to play well and explain your strategy, and you will be surprised at how quickly they are genuinely kicking your butt. Number 5. Until boys are told that boys don't talk, they will talk. Don't let this precious connection go. Be sure to talk to your son often and openly. The more you let them talk and they feel like they are listened to and valued, the more they will continue to share. If your child struggles to communicate with you, pop them in the car with you as you head out to do errands. Most people find it easier to chat candidly when they are sitting side by side than across from each other. Don't miss out on the opportunity to talk to your son before bed. Those minutes tucking them in at night are a precious time of reflection and also introspection, and often when they will share their dreams or plans with you. Number 6. Eat together. Sharing a meal is not just a scheduled moment in family life. It's literally part of our animal instinct. We are communal by nature, and eating together reinforces the bond that we are in one tribe. When you eat in front of the TV, you are sharing that tribe moment with the outside world, and it is lost. Make time a few times a week to eat with your son, relaxed and not rushed. Make the conversation, rather than the food you're serving, the focus. This is also a great time for your kids to see you eating correctly with a knife and fork, and observing acceptable table manners for future life. Most importantly, you will see how much it means to your child that you put away all other distractions and slow down long enough to share a meal together. Our primal instinct longs for it. Number 7. Tell a story. One way to connect with your son is to remind him gently that you're family, that he is loved, and that you have history together. You can do this in a few ways. When he does something that reminds you of you as a child, share that. It is so special to kids to know that they are part of a long line. It reminds them that they belong, no matter if you are biologically related or not. By the mere fact of being your child's caregiver, they will want to have similarities with you at their age. Kids love hearing about themselves when they were younger. It tickles them pink. So connect with your boys by retelling a story of them when they were little. As soon as you start talking about them affectionately, you will see their little faces light up. Number 8. Ask for their opinion. Asking your son for his opinion is a great way to remind them that they are valued and respected. It reminds them that they are part of your consideration, and will also be a great example to him of how to consider other people's opinions. Let your son know often that his opinion matters, and that you look forward to hearing his knowledge. This will encourage him to soak up information so that he can be part of sharing in important and valuable ways. Number 9. Be kind. Show your son kindness. The positive effects of this are twofold. Not only will they know they are loved and thought of, but also they will learn kindness and love, and hopefully paid forward too. Your son might go through a troubled time, and he might not act like he appreciates your kindness, but don't let this affect how you display your love. Push through this, because this is when your love is needed more than ever. Number 10. Work together. Nothing is sweeter to a parent than having a kid muck in and help with family life. Connect with your son by including him in family responsibility, like chores or home improvement projects. Even though kids might resent the tasks at first, as time goes by, hopefully they will begin to love being part of a team, and the positive outcomes of working together on improving your living space together are fantastic. Try to make this a normal part of life, and remember how you approach tasks is often how your kids will. If you do jobs excellently, with enthusiasm for the outcome and a sense of responsibility for your property and equipment, your children will learn this too. Number 11. Jokes. Laughter is the best medicine, and it bonds us together like glue. Sharing a sense of humor is often the start of friendships, and most families will have a unique sense of humor that outsiders don't always get. A surefire way to bond with your boys is humor. When your kids bring a joke to you, be sure to listen and give them a good audience. A chuckle is good, a hand clap or knee slap is great, and laughing your drink out your nose is always first prize to a 10-year-old looking for a laugh. Number 12. Surprise them. Most young boys, with their head full of dreams of becoming a pilot, owning a Ferrari, and meeting Shawn Mendes, think their parents are thoroughly boring. Connect with your son by surprising them once in a while, break their routine by picking them up from school, and going to the beach if you don't usually. Or throw out the rulebook and serve waffles for dinner. Leave them a note in their lunchbox, or use a whiteboard marker to leave them a random joke on the bathroom mirror. Or just give them a big hug and tell them what you love about them out of the blue. Love is surprising, so be sure you are sharing that wonderful magic with your son. Number 13. Share his passion with pride. Boys will have a long list of passions during their childhood. Top trump cards, tree climbing, Hot Wheels, bike riding, Lego, Justin Bieber, skateboarding, Monopoly, building puzzles, and soccer. There are never-ending passions that will pass through your son's life. Use his passions as a way to show you care about what interests him. Ask him questions about it. Show genuine interest, and ask if he can show you how it works. Keep up to date with what your boys are into, and you'll stay close all his life. Don't forget to draw him into your interests too. Your life doesn't have to revolve around your child's interest. You can teach them to be passionate about your passions too. Number 14. Be outdoors together. Nothing can be repetitive in nature. Each and every sunrise is unique, and every season looks different from the last. You never know what you will find if you go outside with an open heart and mind. Children, being naturally curious, will always find something interesting outside. And you can back their find up with some general knowledge or a quick Google search that will solve the mystery of why trees grow upright or what do butterflies eat. And knowing these things instantly wins you brownie points with your boy and fosters a lifelong sense of wonder in them. Number 15. Create memories. Just like kids love to hear stories of themselves, they love to be part of a collective history. Spending time going places, meeting up with friends and family, and celebrating holidays together are all special timestamps that help children create their personal and collective history of who they are and where they belong. Even putting on a silly concert at home just for yourselves or dressing up in neon for a family dance party is a memory your son will cherish. Better yet, take photographs during these moments and have them printed and placed in an album in chronological order of their lives. This is a special rite of passage for a child and often a treasure time for you both to go back and look through the pictures together and reminisce about that time. Family, probably the best description we have ever heard of a boy is a noise with dirt on it. How would you describe your son? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for staying with us. Here's a bonus just for you. There are toys that do one thing and carry an age limit. And then there are toys that you never grow tired of. Make up a box of these kinds of toys for your boys or any children you have for that matter. Include balls of all sizes, strong sticks, a roll of duct tape and some cable ties, ropes of all thickness, wooden planks, some buckets and a blanket, and a few building blocks for bricks. It might sound like you're planning a kidnapping, but with this combination there is no end to the fun and games your son and his friends can get up to right through his childhood. Whether he is making a skipping rope or rigging a pulley system to the kids in the apartment balcony above, you will be off the hook from parenting once you have shown them how to play safe and invent new and wonderful worlds by themselves. Thanks for watching, family. We appreciate your support, thumbs up, and subscriptions.